Good morning, my lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans. It is Laurie, and I am here to do your daily reading for you. All right, I am shuffling up the Talisman Oracle cards here. Spirit called me to pull an Oracle message for you to start this reading. So we are going to start with that. And there's your message right here. Safe travels. Some of you might actually be driving right now. Pay attention to the road and be alert. Something funky is probably going to happen. Just pay attention. Okay. Most of you, though, this is divine protection is what I'm getting. For all of you, this is divine protection. Definitely... Okay, when I'm hearing traveling, I'm not seeing somebody in a car anymore. That was a brief moment, okay? What I'm seeing is traveling, experiencing, learning, mind, spirit here. It's more internal than it is external. So you're traveling through uncharted territory. Maybe you have thoughts that or beliefs that are coming into question. You're maybe diving deeper into your own soul, your own who you are. I'm getting a message that something challenging just recently happened that kind of triggered a response within you to make you question the validity of what was said. Now, you know that the way it was said was maybe not the healthiest way. So it's, who said it may not even be important. It's that it woke something within you and made you say, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is there a grain of truth to that? Am I doing that? So you're questioning yourself here. And Spirit's trying to let you know that you are not going to go through this exploration on your own. Keep your faith. Keep your faith in your higher power. Keep your faith in yourself. That you are capable of making healthy decisions and coming to good, honest conclusions. All right, so you are being protected here, no matter what type of journey you may be on. All right, let's go ahead and roll the Zodiac and astrology dice here. You have Gemini, Pisces, and Taurus, and I'm pretty sure that's what you got in your reading yesterday. So Gemini, the kind of one moment I feel this way, one moment I feel that way. Perfectly natural while you explore yourself, your beliefs, your feelings, your experiences. Pisces can, especially right now, it's almost as if the energy of red flags coming to your attention. They've been there all along. So you've kind of been in a rose-colored glasses energy, possibly, which we've all been in, okay? But you're coming to the realization that it's time to take those rose-colored glasses off, to pay attention to those things that are calling your attention at this time. And that could be spirit, your higher power, your God, whoever, trying to get your attention. And I feel like you have, that they have gained your attention, that you've seen the message, and you're at the beginning stages of learning more. I am getting a message here for somebody traveling overseas. You will be safe. You will be protected. There's no need to fear air travel or water travel. If some of you are going back home, oh, interesting. Do not fear this trip. Do not fear this trip. That's what keeps coming through. Be yourself and realize you can set yourself free from whatever is complication, entanglements, negativity. You can set yourself free by focusing inward, on yourself only. Don't worry about what other people are thinking, saying, or doing. All right. You also have a little bit of Taurus energy here. So being grounded, and I do feel it. That's what's balancing the, and bringing in the energy of the red flags that have always been there. You're now seeing them because you're willing to see them. You're more grounded. You're in a more stable place than maybe you were recently. On the astrology dice here, you have Jupiter. Once again, good fortune, good luck with the sun. Something is going to be revealed to you soon. This is something to do with your life purpose, your personal reason for existing, your happiness, your joy. And this does have something to do with your relationships with other people, the love that you feel or that you give and receive. Okay, beautiful energies there. Great information. Let's get that back to where it belongs. All right, let's go ahead and get into your tarot message. Let's see what's going to come out here for you today. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun in life. And I'm holding the whole deck upside down. The Five of Wands just came out. Overcoming a difficulty, a challenge. All right. The card after the Five of Wands is the Six of Wands. So stick with it. Learn something here. It's about learning something. And you will be successful. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Okay. We've got the Strength card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Moon. See, you're stronger than you think you are. Have faith in yourself and your higher power to protect you, to guide you, to keep yourself level and balanced. And look what card is coming out for you. The Six of Wands. Spirit wants you to know that you will be successful. The coloring on the screen is off horribly. I apologize. All right. Hopefully that's a little bit better. You have the Six of Wands as your outcome, your overall energy here of success, elevation, education, learning the lesson. So this is definitely about you learning something here. All right. About yourself, about the world around you, about the situation you're involved in. It's going to be a little bit different for each of you. Let's see what else we've got here for you. And again, traveling. This person is on a horse. They're moving forward. They're traveling. This is traveling over land. So again, if you've got a trip, I'm hearing train, bus, automobile, and then I just heard the movie Trains, Planes, and Other Things. Who played in that? Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, maybe? I'm getting that. I'm not the movie Twins. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I think. I don't know. It was a comedy. So if that's resonating with you, pay attention to it. Look, somebody and something is trying to wake you up here. The Tower card. Three of Swords is here, but it was not like... It's not the most important thing anymore. This is not about the pain or the heartache. This is about waking up to the reality of where you're at. The things that maybe you've been holding on to that have been holding you back. Now that's resonating for sure with yesterday's message. So maybe this is a lingering energy from that. Maybe some of you haven't quite moved through, or maybe you're just starting to experience that. If you did not catch yesterday's message, it was called... Make room for this gift, okay? I believe that's the one that this is tying back to. All right, so if that's connecting with you here, if this message is connecting with you and you haven't seen that, please go check that one out. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is going to come out here for you. Well, you've got the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. If you can focus, Spirit saying, focus, okay? Keep your focus. Don't get distracted by the side things. Don't go down a rabbit hole in your thought process. There's something in particular you are concerned about. That's what you need to focus on in order to heal and work through it. That's what Spirit's saying. Okay, so maybe your first thought was, somebody said to you, hey, do you realize you always say no when you're asked a question, before you even do anything else, you always respond with the word no. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, do I do that? Do I really do that? Now is the time for you to step back and ask yourself, why do I do that? What's causing me to do that? And I really do feel like that might be this specific for somebody thing that's actually happening, but it could be something totally different than that, where somebody says you do this and you know there's a grain of truth to it. Focus on just what that one thing is. Why do you do that? Don't go down the rabbit hole of, well, because this person said that and then this. No, think about what creates this in you, and then you will be able to deal with it. And you will, okay? If you take the time to do this, you will be successful to figure it out and move forward. This could even repair a relationship that's on the outs right now. It's like the person who said this to you, you may have walked away from them, ticked off at them, or they could have been ticked off at you. And maybe you weren't planning to go back, but I think there's something here. There's definitely spirits telling me there's something here, and it's going to be almost shocking to you, like a wake-up call. But I'm also hearing it's going to be easier than you think if you keep your focus. If you keep your focus, you'll be able to figure this out and figure out why you respond the way you do, or why this situation arises all the time, and successfully overcome it. You will be enlightened. The Hanged Man here. Okay, let me tell you, you've got the Six of Wands, you've got the Tower card here, and then you've got the Hanged Man. And I am hearing that Tower is going to be more of an epiphany, the realization, the thing that triggers all of this. And then you've got a new perspective on the situation. You're gaining insight. You're taking the time to think it through a little bit. This is in the position of what is on your mind. What are you thinking about? You're looking at this from a different perspective. You may be willing to sacrifice your ego here too. And you have to surrender your ego. You have to make yourself vulnerable if you are deciding to fix this, to move past this. Okay, and when we say fix, when I say fix, I don't mean that there's anything wrong. It just needs to be made aware of and dealt with. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Let's see what else is going to come out here for you. You've got the Queen of Swords. Interesting energy that I'm feeling here. I'm sorry for the long pause there, but normally this is just about accepting the truth, but being straight up and honest. And those energies are coming through, absolutely. But I'm also getting now being more willing, like there's a willingness on your part to sit peacefully as you receive the information, and you're processing it from a different angle, from a different energy, from a different height. I keep getting a height and perspective, a different level. I got chills again. Something here, somebody here feels like they have just elevated from and this is not my forte, I know nothing about this, moving from the third dimension into the fourth dimension. Don't ask me. Oh my gosh, those chills. So somebody's understanding that for you. You are understanding that because that makes sense to you. All right, so that's the foundation. That's where it is. That's where it needs to be. It needs to be a focus on yourself, not on other people, what they've done, what they've said. It's about how you respond, how you react. And you're welcoming in different scenarios here that you've been in and asking yourself how you responded. Did you use wise words? Were you flippant? Were you cold? You're asking yourself the important questions. Beautiful. Now, oh boy, I am getting that this is like a message here of family strife. family conflicts, or it's all based around your relationships, and clarity and understanding and figuring all of this out is coming to you. There will be a lucky break, and that lucky break comes in the form of this Tower energy. The card that just came out for you is the Five of Pentacles, and this is in your immediate future. And what I'm hearing is seeking sanctuary. Where do we seek sanctuary? Where we feel we are welcomed. Where do we usually feel welcomed? With family, with those closest to us, with our friends, with our community, with our tribe. So I do feel like you're going to get this. You're going to be processing it, and you're going to go through this situation with Spirit on, by your side. You're not doing this alone. And I'm also getting here too, this in the immediate future, this is not going to resolve the whole thing. It's going to be the first step, and you're going to want to, from Spirit I'm hearing, you will have the desire to kind of wrap yourself and surround yourself with those that you can love, trust, and you don't have to tell them anything. You don't have to tell them what you're thinking or going through or anything else. Some of you will, some of you won't. You're not required to at this point. And I feel like most of you, and Spirit's confirming that for me, that most of you are just going to surround yourself with those people that you care about. And you're going to look a little bit deeper at the interactions you have with them. Okay, you're going to take comfort from them, but you're also going to be looking at each of those situations and relationships from a different perspective and seeing if you can find the truth as you go through this self-discovery here. This Five of Pentacles is coming in out of the cold. It represents having that sanctuary, having that community that you can turn to in troubling times. And even if you don't actually have physical people, please get yourself to that place where you can meditate, where you can feel safe, where you can feel protected, because you will be with that safe travels. Oh my goodness, the safe travel confirmation from Spirit that your higher power is going to protect you. You're not doing this alone. So feel the comfort, okay? Feel the peace. Be at ease as you go through this. Here we go again. Seeing cards that are not turned over. I wonder if it's going to be the one I've got in my head. Let's go ahead and see what it is. It is the Temperance. Look, divine protection too. Again, this is about the transitional period. 1 foot on earth, 1 foot in the metaphysical world, the spiritual world, the world of deep emotions. You're seeking that path. And as long as you keep yourself balanced, don't run away from everybody. Don't hide from your feelings. Don't hide from your shadow, I'm hearing. Look at your shadow. Everybody has a shadow side. Those parts of us we do not like about ourselves. Once we can acknowledge, oh, I do say no every single time somebody asks me a question or tells me something. And I do that because I'm feeling inferior. I feel weak. I feel like everybody else has the power over me, but this is the way I can exert my power. Okay? Once you can figure out why you do what you do, you can stop doing the negative thing and start the healing process. With this Temperance, it is about being between two places. You're not there, you're not here yet, but you are being divinely protected. Definitely being divinely protected. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is going to come out here for you. I'm hearing Angelo, Gerard, Marlene, and Darren. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you. Now, those could be names of people that you personally are dealing with, siblings, friends, whoever you may be counting on or having this issue with. All right. And if those names did not resonate with you, that's okay. That was meant for who it was meant for. There was a reason that those names were brought up for them. Let's see what else we've got here. You've got the Page of Swords. An exchange of information, a conversation. It's a beginning, is what I'm hearing. It's a beginning. It's not... There might be a little bit of defensiveness here because of the vulnerable energies surrounding you. But that's okay. We have to be vulnerable if we want to grow. And not growing is really not an option because the world around us changes, and when we don't grow with it, we become obsolete. People will leave us behind. Energies leave us behind. All right, so there is a beginning energy here, maybe a little bit nervousness, still kind of trying to deny certain things. And we do this when we can't, when we don't want to become overwhelmed. So that makes perfect sense. We take on only what we can handle in the moment. But I see a willingness to keep looking, to clear the air, to suss this out, get all the information. It's just going to be a process. Don't try to do it all at once because, you know, when we jump in with 2 feet, we don't know how. Oh, I'm getting an image of jumping into a lake or a pond or water, just water in general. We don't know how deep that water is when we're going to jump in. Okay, we don't know how cold that water is. If you've just gone to this place and you've never been there before, these are things that you have to be cautious of. And Spirit's saying you're willing to jump in, you're willing to take that chance and have this conversation and explore this a little bit further, but you know that you can't just jump in with everything. Take it one piece at a time, one little piece at a time. Process that and then move on. All right, so what I'm hearing is like if you're one of those people who says no every single time somebody asks you a question or tells you something, that's going to lead you to asking questions about yourself in all aspects of your life. Oh my gosh, do I do this? Do I do that? Oh my gosh, oh my God. Stop. Focus on the one thing at a time, the no, okay? That's what this is. This is like starting small and building from there. It'll be the safest way. It'll be the most successful way for you to overcome whatever you're going through here. This will help to bring that clarity, a sense of peace, a sense of love, joy. All right. What do we got here? We've got the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. Keep your focus. All right. And if you're new to my channel, the Seven of Swords is not a negative card. Okay, this is, anytime there is bright yellow or gold in the background, that's good fortune, good luck, happiness, and joy. When there's blue, it's about clarity, lighter energies, new beginnings, clearing of the air. And with this Seven of the Swords, that's all gold, all around you. Okay, so there's good luck here. What we have here is a jester taking 5 swords of the 7 out of the picture. So minimizing the distractions here, keeping your focus. All right, be careful who you're talking to. Make sure that if you're engaging in conversation here, that you're engaging in the right type of conversation. It's a positive conversation. You're not talking about all the negative things. You're not saying, you're not beating yourself up. Okay? You're not telling someone else, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person because I say no every time somebody speaks to me. No, that's not what you're doing here. You're keeping this close to your vest. Just exposing enough vulnerability to Deal with who you need to deal with. So if it was a specific person that came to you and said, you always whatever, you're going to talk to them. And you're going to minimize the distractions. You're not going to let in all these other thoughts or worries or people have their 2 cents in the situation. Put their 2 cents in. Their opinions do not matter in this situation. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we've got here. What's going on behind the scenes? So this actually is a very good message for you. This is saying that you're being woke to a situation here. Maybe unwillingly being woke to it, made aware of it, whatever. But with that 6 of Wands at the very beginning here, and as your overall energy for the reading, success. You're going to move through this energy. And look, you find with the Lover's card here, the alignment, the love, the peace, the harmony, the balance, the joy. And again, you've got divine protection with the sun in the background. And you've got the sun on the astrology die there with your North Node and Venus, okay, and Jupiter. So all about your relationships. There will be peace and harmony and balance. Now, notice too, here, both of these characters are naked, okay? They're vulnerable. They're exposed. They're willing to expose at least a small portion of themselves, their soul, their heart, their mind, something in order to grow, to find balance, understanding that spirit is there to protect you. Okay, you're not going to fully expose yourself. You're going to make yourself a little bit vulnerable. You're willing to open up. You're willing to talk. Concede maybe that your ego may have gotten the better of you. Look at this. As your final card here, the Knight of Cups. A healthy dose of reality, a healthy relationship. You're offering somebody a cup of peace, of truce. Truce, I just heard. Truce. Okay, I see how I was. And I'm getting too that if this is a specific person or group of people that maybe you were dealing with, you offer this to them and they reciprocate. This feels very good moving forward. Again, there's a horse here. You're traveling. This is movement, growth, expansion, travel, spiritual travel, mental, emotional travel, growth. You're about to cross a precipice here, a threshold, a level of tolerance. And it comes from accepting the truth, accepting the reality. I'm hearing something about conflict. And it may have been a desire to avoid conflict in the past. I want to take just a moment and talk about conflict. We've become very adverse to conflict. Okay, but when a conflict comes up, and there's going to be a conflict of interest, a conflict of opinions, it just means that two things are not in alignment. They're not in agreement right now. It's best to face that conflict, that thing that's out of balance, immediately before it gets too far out of hand and cannot be rectified. All right, so do not avoid conflict. You don't want to go looking for it. And you don't want to deal with it in aggressive behavior. But having a conversation with yourself and other people about that conflict, about that thing that doesn't feel right, that maybe you said something to somebody and they challenged you on it. Are you aware that you always put me down? Now, how they told you this doesn't mean that they were right in the way they said it. Okay? But maybe you step back and are like, oh, maybe I do that. So let's address the conflict. Let's address the thing that's out of whack. Okay? What needs to be focused on? Only the one thing. because that's all there is. It isn't the past. It isn't the future. It's what's happening right now. So let's deal with it right here, right now. And then we can clear the air. We can have clear air with that Page of Wands, a new focus, getting rid of the distractions, okay? And finding our happy future, our sunny, bright, loving, harmonious relationships. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get you another oracle message here. If this is your message, and I sure hope it is, because this shows me that you're somebody who's should be respected, because you're taking the time to look at yourself. You want to grow, you want to expand, you care about those around you, but you also have enough self-respect to make yourself vulnerable where you need to and to grow. Beautiful energy here. I'm being asked to give you some yes or no answers. We're just going to get you one yes or no answer card here. All right. So if this is not even like in a specific question, like it can be if you have a specific question, but this is Spirit wanting to give you some information here. This is Spirit, your higher power, your God, whoever it is you turn to, looking for advice or confirmation or inspiration. All right. Take this in any portion that you so choose. You can take just the answer. You can take just the oracle message. You can take all of it or leave it behind. It's up to you. We all have free will. The answer here is no. So there's something. Spirit, that's too funny. Spirit is saying no because it has something to do with somebody being defensive all the time and saying no immediately upon hearing something. All right. So it says you will awaken with a Tower moment from the call of great deeds. There are big victories that are not far into the future for you, and they will come to you naturally because you are learning to possess the polished qualities of a leader. Do you hear that? You're learning how to possess the polished qualities of a leader. Who's a leader? A leader is the one who gets out there and tries things and fails, and yet stands up and says, whoops, okay, so that didn't work. Let's try something else. Okay. And works with other people in a compassionate, empathetic way. And you can only act that way if you have some sort of confidence, and your confidence in the future is going to strengthen. And that's being said to me in two different meanings. Your confidence in yourself is going to strengthen in the future, but it also says your confidence in the future, okay, is going to strengthen. So you feel better about your future, about your relationships in the future. And it's saying here, how could it not? Because you're learning, you're growing, you're expanding. And when you put energy into doing any or all of those things, how can it not happen? It has to happen. Confidence comes from those things that we focus on and what we do and what we achieve, and recognizing those. All right, let's see what else we've got here for you. What have we got here is another oracle message for you, my dears. My lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans. Or anyone else who's watching this. I mean, anybody. If this message is resonating with you, claim it. Tickle, tap, boop, or zap that like button. Claim it in the comments. All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh. Two cards here. The Lantern, okay, lighting the way. Wisdom. This is the Hermit's lantern here, okay? You've gained a new perspective. You lit the candle. What's that old commercial? We'll leave a light on for you. And, oh, travel, ocean travel, maritime what do you call them? Sailors, okay. When they would go out to sea, their families would leave lights in the window so that they would feel welcomed back. They would know how to find their way home. And that's what this feels like, knowing how to find your way home. There's a light on, left on for you. And then you have the flower bouquet, which says here, I agree, peace, friendship, truce. Oh, that's beautiful. So somebody's going to leave a light on for you. I just heard Fiona, Bolio. No. Lenny, Lene. All right, so we have those for you. Beautiful confirmation that the light is there for you. The heart space is still open and available for you. And you making yourself vulnerable is what's going to open this up. Beautiful. I love this message for you. I just heard to give you a Lenormand deck. A Lenormand Gilded Reverie Lenormand card here. Look at this. Card 29. It's the Ace of Swords. Okay. Truth, clarity, honesty, but it's also the woman who has accepted. It is the person who has accepted the loving gesture. Look at that. She's holding a rose in her hand and looking towards the flower bouquet towards the left. Look, and this is the Storks, the Queen of Cups here. Card 17. So 8, this is about the self. What's most important to you? The nest, the home, the creation, the connection. There's 2 storks here standing on a nest with a sun coming up right behind that nest. And they're both of them have their heads towards the sky, praising the things that they have, being grateful for what they have. They're celebrating, and that's what's coming your way with that Jupiter and Sun and Venus energy there. Beautiful. And of course, card 29 is an 11, so that is alignment. That also represents the Libra card in the tarot deck. All right, that's what I've got for you. Until our energy crosses again, I'm going to wish you much peace, love, and happiness. Thank you all for being here. I love you to pieces. As I was making notes about this reading so I could come up with a title and so forth, I heard you may be dealing with a Pisces and a Taurus, but what's right in between? There's an Aries in between, okay? I don't know what that means for you, but I was asked to share it.